Good morning, Gladiator. On day 15, we talked about living on purpose. Today, I want to give you some practical things that we will talk about more in detail at Gladiator Summit itself. By the way, we are only 5 days away. Gear up for a great weekend at the ranch, boys. It's going to be awesome. If you want to live on purpose and step into your passion, what does it really take to make this happen? There's no denying that the only thing inside of you that is going to bring you fulfillment in the years to come is experiencing on a regular basis a feeling like you're making progress. On a daily basis, you're expanding, you're improving, growing, changing, and making progress. Progress has an aliveness to it, doesn't it? People tell me all the time, I'm working on changing. Don't worry about it. You don't have to work on changing. Change will happen no matter what. Your body will change whether you want it to or not. The economy's going to change no matter what you do. The weather's going to change. Your relationships will change. Everything in life changes. We don't have to work on change. Change is automatic, but progress isn't. If you want to live on purpose and have fulfillment, if you want to make progress, then you look at your life in a different way. You have got to take control of this process and not just hope it will work out. You have to make a resolve. A gladiator has a resolute and growling resolve that his life will bring God glory, that he will make progress and not just drift through life. Life doesn't happen to a gladiator, life happens for him. To resolve is to cut off any possibilities of something other than what you're committed to. It's like the old adage, if you want to take the island, you gotta burn the boats. Because if you burn the boats, you will find a way to make it happen. That's what you should be thinking about as you get ready for the summit. The first thing that you need to have is a vision. Proverbs 29:18 says, without a vision, the people perish. A vision is not something that you're going to remove from your life, like I'm going to stop lusting or I'm going to stop overeating. That's not going to compel you to take something away from yourself. It has to be compelling vision, something that has power to pull you, not something that you're going to have to push yourself to do. Those are two different types of motivation. Push requires willpower, and willpower will never last. What will last is pull. Having something that you desire so much that you have trouble falling asleep at night, and you get up early in the morning because you're ready to go rock it and take things to another level. That's one of the reasons we do Gladiator Summit. You say, well, why not just read a book or something? Well, it's because when you get in an environment with people who are being put into a peak state, like when you go to a sporting event, if you watch the sport from your TV, you might have a certain level of excitement. But when you get in a room with 50,000 cheering fans, it's a whole different level of intensity, isn't it? Bottom line is, our follow-through in any commitment is going to come from a high level of emotional intensity. But high emotional intensity is not the only thing that brings change, is it? Have you ever made a decision where you're going to make a commitment to something and then you have a very strong reason and then you lose vision and you don't really follow through? Well, that's because you didn't back up those new commitments and standards with something that makes those standards real. The key is rituals. Rituals are where the power is. I'm not talking about religious rituals, friends. I'm talking about the little things that you do on a daily basis. That's what's going to determine your results. You break things down into bite-sized chunks so that you can do those things on a daily basis. You do this so that you don't get overwhelmed. Instead, you set yourself up to win, to have victory day after day after day on the little things, men. As gladiators, you must learn to implement certain rituals or daily routines that will align your spirit with that of Christ's. This is what it takes so that no matter what's going on in your life, you're able to feel that strength and connection with the Father, and it's not fake. It's not hype. It's coming from inside of you, and it works. Rituals define us. In fact, all of the results in your life right now are coming from your personal rituals and your routines. Let me give you an easy example to make the point. If you're where you want to be in your relationships currently, you have very different rituals than you do if you're not where you want to be in your relationships currently. If you have quality relationships, for instance, you might spend a lot of quality time with that person. You might speak words of affirmation over them, serve them, maybe give them gifts. If you're not, then it might be because your tendency is to maybe come home, prop your feet up on the couch, turn on the TV first thing, and, do that instead of loving on your family. Maybe you're frequently speaking sarcastically to friends or family more than you speak lovingly. I don't know what your rituals are. Whatever it is for you, what are all of the little rituals that are go-tos that add up to the results you're currently getting in your life? At Gladiator Summit, one of the things we want to do is to immerse ourselves into a new set of rituals that will be able to implement into your daily life, your morning routine, that will allow you to take things to a whole nother level. In fact, if you've been keeping up with your daily prep work, you've already been getting a taste of what that can possibly look like for you. We want to give you some practical things that will work and adapt it to something that will guarantee that you'll be able to live life with purpose and passion like never before. Does that sound good to you? Guys, let's remember to continue praying over the group that's coming to this event. The enemy is only going to attack more as the days draw close. Stay on top of everything, men. Prayer is powerful. It still works. God is moving, and I can tell by this group that it is going to be one heck of a summit. Love you guys. See you in a few days.